My mom's 2016 Honda CR-V has a new battery, a good alternator, but the problem is that the battery's dead after a couple days. The traditional methods for detecting and checking parasitic draw on the battery involve disconnecting the negative terminal and then putting your multimeter in series. This poses issues because as soon as you disconnect it, even for a half second, the car goes into this state thinking that it's potentially been robbed, and you're going to be doing it many times because figuring out the cause of your parasitic draw is going to be a very in-depth process because it could literally be any electrical subsystem in your car. To make your life easier, and what I'm going to be doing in this video is showing you guys how I made use of a thing called an amp clamp, which is what this is. You do want to make sure you get one that is capable of measuring DC, direct current, because the battery on your car is only putting out DC current. With these newer cars, the hood latches have little sensors in them, little switches, and if the car thinks that the hood's open, the car doesn't go into that deep sleep, low power mode, so you'll get false positives. You'll think you have a parasitic draw when you don't. So another step here is pushing down the hood latch sensor to make it think the hood's closed even when it's open, and your car needs to be locked. So make sure you've locked your car. And then also, these newer cars like my mom's Honda have these sensors built into their door handles, so if your key fob is nearby, it can make the system not shut up and still stay on even when it's supposed to be off. Just put your key fob at least 20 feet away if your car has one. Make sure you close that hood latch and make sure your car's locked, and then give it a minute or two, because even still the car takes a couple minutes to go into that low power mode for things to shut down. And then once it's in that low power mode, you hook your clamp, and it's supposed to go around the wire, and it's going to detect what that current is flowing through that wire. The goal is to see something less than 50 milliamps, so that's 0.05 amps or lower. And if you don't see that, that means you do have a parasitic draw, and so that would be a positive finding. And with a positive finding, your next step is to figure out which subsystem is causing it. And on YouTube, people try to make it look easy and fun, where they just open up the fuse box and they pull a fuse and they know the exact cause of it. But unfortunately, that's not always the case, like it was in my mom's car, where even after pulling all the fuses in that fuse box, there still was a parasitic draw. It came down to the sensors in the door handles on the passenger and the driver's side staying on despite the car and everything else being off and locked. The very first step you got to do here is make the car think that the hood is closed. And so if you see this piece right here, we have to flip this down. And so if you take some needle nose pliers that are the 90-degree angle on them like that, you can stick it into the piece. Hopefully you guys can see that. You just come in and just like as if you were closing the hood, you have to push down, and it does take a bit of force. Yeah, it's not easy, and so you just have to keep trying. And I think if using the tip, not the mid part because it's too fat, but the tip of this thing helps. Yeah, there you go. So that is what it should look like. And now that that's good, you're gonna want to leave the car, and we're gonna lock the door. So I'm gonna put these somewhere else. So what you do is we're gonna press the power button. Obviously it'll depend on whatever one you guys have. So turn this guy on, and we're going to make sure you're in the amp measurement position. And the other thing is these will have a 0 button on them. So I'm gonna 0 it. And then once it's zeroed, we're gonna open up the clamp and stick it around the negative terminal on our battery. And you can see that right now we're reading 0.13 or 130 milliamps. It's fluctuating a little bit. This value is too high. You want to see values that are around 50 milliamps or less. You can take this fuse box off, and you can go in here and start pulling these fuses and seeing if that helps drop this number. All right, and then the final check we can do to confirm that our battery is no longer receiving the same parasitic draw it did before is to come in again with our DC amp clamp, turn it on. You'll see how it is reporting background noise right now, so that's why we're going to 0 it. And then we're going to put our clamp around our same negative terminal. And we can see that right now we're hovering around 40 and 50 milliamps, which is within the acceptable limit, sometimes even less. Hope this helps. Thanks all for watching, and take it easy, everybody.